Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Today, ladies, it's card 1 from our lovely and lasting card class for June 2022. Please bear with me, ladies. I'm not sure if I'll get all these filmed for you. As most of you know, Mum passed away at the beginning of the month and everything's a bit stop and start with me. Some days I'm able and some days I'm not. So I'm just taking it. I feel able to do this first one and I'll see how I go. Thank you all for the love that I've felt, and just everyone has been so supportive, and I just hope that you will continue to be till I do pass through this journey of grief, wherever it might take me. But crafting is my happy place, so don't feel that I'm pushing myself, you know, to limits that I shouldn't be. I do enjoy what I do here and it is relaxing for me. So yeah, so I'm not going to go on about it because you know what will happen, but I'm just going to film this card. I just know there's some people there that buy my class that are, you know, that care very much about me, and I don't want them to worry. So, hey, let's craft. So I've this is the lovely and lasting bundle. If you didn't buy it with the class, I hope you have purchased it either from yourself or from your own demonstrator. If you're a demonstrator, you buy it from yourself. That makes sense. So anyway, let's go. I have cut the I'm following my own instructions. So I've tried, which I've been teaming up with another group of demonstrators, and we're each designing a class and then we're sharing them with each other, so that all the classes that I offer you may not all be designed completely by me over the next few months, but it's actually a way of lightening the load and adding in a bit of, you know, a bit of variety, taking me a wee bit out of my comfort zone as well. So I'm hoping that we'll enjoy this over the next few months. But this is the one that I designed, and other demonstrators will maybe use this too. So the instructions are much more structured than I would normally do, because at the moment most of the people buying my class are quite, you're all quite experienced crafters. Right, so the pale pack, I give you a whole reel of this in your pack. So I just took a bit and tied it in a knot. So I'm just going to cut a wee bit. There are no measurements for me for this. I'm not really a measurement squirrel as such. So I've just taken it around the piece of designer series paper, which I've cut according to the instructions, and I've actually just done the same DSP as I did in my design card. There's a slight difference because when I was designing the class, when I first ordered the stuff, the punch was unavailable. So you'll see the photograph in these is just flat, and it doesn't look like I've used the punch, but we will use the punch, and I have used that in my instructions. But that's why the photograph, I didn't get around to re-photographing it once I got, excuse me, the punch. But let's just, so I've just basically tied a wee knot and popped that to the left hand side of the paper. Whoops. About a third of the way down. And then I'm going to just attach that to the paper. Now you can do that with, you can do it with tape, or you can do it with your wet glue. I'm mostly a wet glue girl, but this is lying on my desk, so let's give it a go. The only thing with this, using this, is you have to be a bit more careful about your placement. You don't have that wiggle room. But it is a good adhesive seal, and if you don't like a wet mess, because some people kind of have problems with wet glue and get too sticky, so don't commit it until you're sure that it's sweet. I don't even know if that card is right. There was just a wee lip on one side, so I just want that on the bottom. Right, so oops, can I use your corner? You could also, oh see, that's, let me just check that. Have I cut that correctly? Yeah, I think it's just the way the card faces, isn't it? They're both the same. I was trying to make sure I've cut them in half. Yeah, I have. And I did that to 14.4. Yeah, everything's as it should be. It just didn't look quite right there. Okay. So get it where you want it. Or as close to where you want it. So there you go. And then you have this strip of pale papaya, which you've cut to 6 centimetres by 13 centimetres. And this is where the stamping part. So we'll just pop this out the way till we do our stamping. So on the sample card, I've done happy birthday. I should have had my card beside me, shouldn't I? Here it is. So there's the sample card. When I finished it off, I did put a layer using the punch for there. So it's happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. This time I'm going to do thank you. So what I was going to show you though, this stamp, the border of the shape for the punch, if you tried to put it on, you could easily put it on, you know, twisted and the wrong shape for your punch. So pop it down upside down on your paper. If you don't have grid paper packed, I'd be happy to order one up for you, because you know you can't work without one, in my opinion. Right, so let that relax and it'll remember the shape it's supposed to be, and then just pick it up with your block, and that way you'll know that when you stamp that, it will be the shape of that you're going to punch out. So I punched with my favourite Night of Navy, and the punch I stamped. So we need to do this 4 times, or 3 times anyway. So we'll pop this one in the middle there. So that's the one that we're going to punch out, and then we've got this for our strip. Now I'm going to put one as close to the bottom as I can, and then one as close to the bottom of the other end as I can. Not right on the edge, just with a wee border. And then I'm just going to leave that because I'm going to put this punched out one there. And then I've got the thank you to go in the space, and then I'll decide, because this is different shape, it's a lovely script though, it's different to, we'll decide what we're going to decorate with. Just kind of aiming it at the middle. Ink up. I'm going to tell you I'm biting my lip now, trying to get it lined up, because I couldn't get my head right over the top because I've knocked the camera flying. That's thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's all the Night of Navy stamping. And then a sweet sorbet to decorate. So, I'm not quite sure what we've got space for. I wonder if there's space for that little flower. Possibly. And then I've got this. I don't know. Let's have a wee go with the little flower, see what happens. I'll do it on here because if it's not good, I won't do it on the other. I can turn this over. So just look for where it'll fit between the words and the edge. Not good stamping, is it? Not. That's a bit of a recovery. It's not it's not good to double stamp like that, but it worked. I got away with it. What say you? Right. Maybe just take that bit of extra ink that we have there away, and we'll just pop this. I've done it again, look. We'll just leave that though. I'm not going to get overwork. You can take your time and get it just perfect. And then just punch this out. So line it up. I haven't made this easy by cutting a small piece of card, but you could use a post-it note to hold that. Bite it until you just double check it's fine, and then push it through. And that is that. And this is so simple now to put this together. So I'm using dimensionals, 2 layers with dimensionals. So maybe get them out, that might help. Somebody didn't use it up there. Don't need too many. Right, then I'll just use up some of these edges because there's a big strip anyway, so let's pop that down the middle, and then we'll just take the bit from the other side as well. We need a bit more down here. Oh look, there's a spare. I think that will be enough. It's just that there's a bit, I don't want it to wobble. And we're just going to pop this down on the right hand side of the card. Keep your knot out of the way. Just make sure it's straight. And then take the backs off these ones. And then line this up halfway between the other two. And there you go, a nice simple card, but I think quite effective. And you could add what you like. You could add a bit of bling. I don't know if I've got any lying on my desk. I gave in your, you have what do you call, iridescent gems in your pack that you could use. I've also got these, which I don't know if that. No, it's a bit frosty, but sort of a bit. Well, no, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. But you can add what you like. I've got iridescent gems as well, and just sometimes simple's better, but it's your choice, your card. Bling it up as much as you want. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy making this kit up. Well, let me know. Do feedback to me and let me know what you think. Thank you. See you on the next one.